Flash photography is something that most of us aren't super confident with. That was literally me not that long ago. I used to play around with the settings hoping to get something right, until I learned these 3 methods of using flashes at wedding that made me more aware and intentional with my photos. Using the right settings and flashes at the right moments improved my wedding galleries massively. So today you're going to learn 3 different ways of using flash at weddings so you can get stunning photos at any point of a wedding day with confidence and ease. Stick around to the end and you'll also find out my top 2 flashes considering the costs and quality of it. So let's go. I forgot to mention that I use TTL mode for all of my flashes, which means you just need to adjust your camera settings and the flash setting is automatically done for you. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Starting with a clean and natural look. This method is my go-to about 80% of the time. It's all about filling in those shadows to give you a bright and clean image. I typically use it to capture moments with a natural light feel, especially in darker settings like during the speeches or when taking photos of flat lay details. And here's how it works. Start by manually adjusting your camera settings to match the ambient light to your preference, with the highest ISO set to 3200 and the minimum shutter speed of 1/200. Then turn your flash on and position the flash head at 90 degrees, just like that. After that, you're gonna need to buy this cheap white bounce card from Amazon and aim it straight on just like this. This setup's gonna allow you to easily switch between landscape and portrait shots, ensuring that the light hits your subject evenly. Now, paparazzi vibes. This is perfect when you need to illuminate your subject while creating that dramatic shadows and darkening the background for that iconic paparazzi effect. I often use this method during those fun moments like the reception entrance, the cake cut, the dance floor, and for those epic night shots too. Here's how to nail it. Start by manually adjusting your aperture to your preference and set a minimum shutter speed of 1/200. Then fine-tune your ISO. A higher ISO if you want more ambient background light, or a lower ISO for a darker, more contrasted look. I typically go for the lower ISO around 800. Now, first of all, we're going to get rid of the bounce card or any diffuser you might be using. We're going to turn the flash head back like straight on and turn it all the way down just like that, so the light source directly faces your subject. And that's how you achieve the paparazzi kind of shots that I love. Lastly, light drag. This technique is perfect for adding an extra layer of excitement to the dance floor shots. But it's important to know that for this technique to work effectively, you're gonna need some ambient light in the room, like it can't be completely dark. But here's how to get it perfect. Manually set your shutter speed anywhere between 1/6 to 0/6 of a second. The lower the shutter speed, the more light enters, resulting in longer light trails. So remember, sometimes less is more to avoid mudding up the photos. Set your aperture to around f10 and adjust your ISO to anything between 800 and 1000 depending on the ambient light. Remove any diffusers or bounce card from your flash and aim it directly at your subject. Focus on your subject and press the shutter button. As soon as your flash fires, give your camera a slight twist to create those light trails, something like this. If you like the way I edit my wedding photos, now is your chance to get my timeless preset pack at a discounted price, with 5 presets covering all moments of the day, including flash photos. This offer won't last long, so don't miss out. Okay, now let's talk about the flashes I use and will forever recommend to any photographer. The first one being Godox V1. I mostly use it for nighttime since it's got really powerful light. It also has a rounded head, making the light a lot harsher and concentrated at the same power and distance. It's great for dance floor and for those paparazzi kind of shots. The second one is the Godox V860 Mark III. It's a little bit more affordable than the V1, but the light isn't as powerful, but it's still a great option. It's got a rectangular head, which is honestly really great for when you're just looking to fill in the shadows and achieve a more natural look. It's also great for outdoor photos during harsh light like midday sun, making the subject pop a little bit more. It comes with a inbuilt bouncer and a diffuser, so it's super handy. And that's it for today, guys. That was a super quick tutorial on how to use flash at weddings. If you have any questions, make sure to pop them down below in the comments and make sure to subscribe too. And I'll see you on the next video.